Hello everybody. I think I'm on. My camera's not on. Where's my camera not working? Where's my camera not working? I'm here, you probably just can't see me because for some reason my camera is not working. Let's have a look. I am here, don't worry. You can hear me, hopefully. That's why it's excellent connection, because you can't see me. My thingy's not doing something, or rather it should be. Deactivate. Activate. Properties. Oh, there you go. Are you working now? Is that better? That's better. That should be better. You should be able to see me now. Can you see me? Ah, there we are. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? I thought I'd come and say hello. How the devil are you? Haven't done a live for a little bit. Just done some recording of a podcast, two podcasts. One for basically tomorrow. I've just watched some February the 26th, 1984 Omni from Georgia Championship Wrestling. It's on the WWE Vault. Just done a podcast of that. Just done some commentary and talked about stuff. And then I've just recorded a episode of Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast. That will be coming out. On the 22nd of March. So that's just happened, and I thought I'd come and say hello to see how everyone is doing. Obviously, we're just just about 24 hours removed from the heel turn that shocked the wrestling world for the first time in since 1996. As a heel turn shocked so many people, as good old John Cena has sold his soul to the final boss. So that's happened. Come and say hello if you're out and about there. I can see you on the chat. Chat. Chat me up, Messi. Chat me up, Connie. But yeah, that was happening. I stayed up last night. It was the first time in 7 years that I've stayed up to watch a WWE wrestling event. Well, any wrestling basically. I don't watch AEW. I'll watch other sort of independent wrestling elsewhere. But yes, the first time since the last time was a WrestleMania 7 years ago. So there'd been 35, 34, around that era that I watched. I stayed up and watched it, and then I stayed up last night, watched it on Netflix. It's handy because it was in Toronto, so it was only 5 hours behind us. Probably we're not going to be doing that at WrestleMania because I don't know what time WrestleMania starts, but it's obviously 8 hours away, being in Vegas. So even if it starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's possibly doable. We'll see. But yeah, so that it was good. The sort of bad match was the ladies tag match was a bit, but the rest of it was really good. Crowd seemed a bit couldn't be bothered for the first two matches, and then the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match was just mega, and then obviously the men's elimination chamber was fairly entertaining. So I wasn't surprised that Cena won, but I kind of was, if you know what I mean. I thought maybe they'd have done something, but then obviously Cena then led to something happened at the end, which I was surprised about. But you could kind of see something was going to happen, but I didn't realise that was what was going to happen, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's all good. Yeah, life's good at the minute. Everything's good. We've got podcasts coming out of our ear holes. Every Saturday, Monday and Tuesday we're podcasting or coming out on the airwaves. That's happening. Next, over the road, there's a nice new little podcast that has appeared. I'm no longer the only podcast in the village. It's an old joke for people who remember Little Britain. So the pub over the road, which is a 30-second walk away, now do their own little podcast called Thirsty Conversations. Basically a podcast, how podcast should be, sort of no script, just talking about sort of life and just shit that happens and all that kind of stuff. So that's happening. It's available on all good podcast suppliers. Thirsty Conversations. And obviously I'm still on The Place to Be every Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. That's going to be for perpetuity. If you do listen to the show, I think it might have been a couple of weeks ago, I did make a comment of my own little network that I'd done, but no one was really listening to it, so I've just it's now saving me money, so I don't have to do it. It was just a chore to make sure that money's tight for a lot of people, and it's just, what's the point of doing it if no one's listening? So that's been scrapped on the back burner. But luckily I've still got Scott on the Place to Be and North-South Connection as well. We'll occasionally air some of my stuff. So that's all good. If you're about, come and say hello. I'm editing a podcast as we... I'm waiting for it to load up as we speak. Yes, so that'll be done in a second. But if you're about, come and say hello. What did you think to the old Elimination Chamber? If you watched it, the channel is still going. The YouTube channel is still going. Haven't posted anything for a while, but I'm still getting some listeners and some viewers, I should say. So that's good. WrestleMania's in about 48 days, I think. If I don't watch it live, I'll watch it the next day, whatever. So, cause it's going to be Saturday and Sunday, so that's a thing that will occur. We're now in spring. It's now dark, but it was still light at 6 o'clock this evening. So that's happening. Now it's still a bit chilly in the mornings, but it's now getting brighter during the day and sunnier during the day. This next week, I think we've got no rain at all, which is nice. Got myself an N64 as well, which I'm going to be taking apart in a little bit, because I've ordered a game that's coming that's NTSC, and the N64 only plays PAL, so you have to take it apart to then put a tray in, which then, because on the different holes in the games, so that takes that out of play, so then you can play any game, be it Japanese or American or what have you. There's a game, WCW Saturday Night Live has been created by a modder, and it's I think you can download it if you're into your emulation games, but I like to play my richer games physically, because I don't like playing like N64 games on a console, because the configuration isn't right. There's no middle joystick, there's no Z button, everything, but you can configure everything, but then it's just not right, so I don't like it. I got myself a Steam Deck a couple of years ago, and just it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, so that went out the window. Well, I think it didn't literally go out the window. It got sold for a couple of £100, and paid for our little holiday that we're having in 58 days. The end of April, we're going down to sunny Weymouth on the south coast of England. We're on the east coast. We're on the east coast, and we're going down to the south coast. A 5-hour drive. So that's something to look forward to. Haven't had a holiday for about 3 years, and it'll be the first time we've taken the dog on holiday. So that probably won't be very relaxing, as he is crazy as a fucking pet coon, as good old JR would say. But if you're watching, hello, come and say hello. Come and say hello in the chat. We can have a chat about things, instead of me just rambling on by myself, which I've done now for the last... how long have I been podcasting this afternoon? I have been podcasting since about 4 o'clock this afternoon, so for the last 4.5 hours I've been talking to myself, which is... great. If you like that kind of thing. It does wear on you sometimes, but the wife's at work and I've got nothing else really to do other than podcasting, because otherwise I'll just be sitting here watching telly and just eating shit, and so it's good to talk. As another old advert used to say, BT back in the day. But like I said, a bit of editing to do for the old podcasteroo. And that's about that. Said about the weather, didn't I? It's now spring. I think spring is now, it's officially meteorological spring or whatever, the 1st of March. So that's good. Sort of cutting grass and all that kind of stuff, planting things. The bulbs and that are now coming out. The daffodils and the crocuses and the snowdrops are all starting to show their little colourful heads. Bring us out of this wintry gloom. So, the grass is getting a bit greener and the trees are getting... Well, the trees aren't leafing up yet, but they will be soon, I think. But the birds are singing and everything's starting to get a bit of a, no pun intended, spring in its step. But, yeah. So, I think that's about it. I've waffled on for long enough. People are watching, but no one's coming to say hello, which is a shame. I'd like to say hello to you. Hello. Hello. No, there's nobody there. Okay. Darts is on. The UK Open. James Wade is defeating Josh Rock 8 legs to 2. But yeah, I'm going to finish editing my podcast. I'm then going to attempt to take apart a N64. Hopefully I won't damage it and kill it. I've only got one game so far. I've got WCW versus NWA World... No, is it World Tour? Revenge. I've got WrestleMania 2000 coming, and I've got the F1 Grand Prix game coming. Had those when I was a wee slip of a lad. So, yeah, it's good. I've also got my PS3. I've got a PS5, but I don't play it because there's no games that take my fancy. I very much, as I'd imagine half of the fucking world, very much wants the GTA 6 to come out, and we want a new trailer, and we want a new trailer now, and we want a release date, and we want it out now. We don't want it to cost fucking 700 quid, but that's the only reason why I've kept my PlayStation 5, because of that's happening. If there was never going to be any more GTAs come out, or no more Red WWF, soon to be WWF, Monday Night Project, we are near the end of our current project, where we are covering January to July 1996 WCW Saturday Night. We're in the very end of June. We're then going to be covering November 90 to November 91 WWF Superstars. That's going to be changing over, and I think about May. Tuesdays we're on Crossing the Mid-Atlantic, and where we cover the Mid-Atlantic promotion. We're in the very beginning of 1982, and Smoky Mountain Wrestling. We on top of Old Smoky, we're covering Smoky Mountain Wrestling, where we are spring of 92. Can't remember where we are now. I cover so much wrestling, I just sometimes don't know where I am with it. But it's all good, and it's all